from Madeline's Craft Room, and I'm coming to you live actually from Parksville, Vancouver Island, BC. And I hope you can join me live. And if you do, please do comment so that I can enter you in the draw. And of course, I'd love you to participate with me as we make a really cool card with this beautiful new paper. So I am just going to make sure that I can see your comments. Let's give me 1 second. A little bit slow. There we go. Okay, I hope I can see your comments now. So please do comment when you join me, and if in the replay, please comment as well from you, and have you ask any questions, or maybe share some things with me, as we all love to learn new things. So yes, I can see somebody's there. Be sure to comment and participate with us. So as you can see, I have some beautiful paper here on my tabletop. And this is some good evening from England. Wow, that's a long ways away. So glad that you could join me tonight. Excellent, lovely. So isn't this new specialty paper amazing? Oh, wow. It is gold foiled, and it comes in 3 silver and 3 gold. And you can just see how the animal prints, or the animal designs, they are absolutely amazing. And if I carefully turn this around, you can see the flip side. There's Marcia. Hello, Marcia. And if you see here, you can again see this side doesn't have the foil, but you can see that it would make some pretty amazing cards as well. Like, look at the detail on that. Like, wow. So I was looking at my stamps and thinking, okay, which stamp set should I use? And the one that came first to my mind was this one, Wild and Sweet. And my last name's Wild. So it's kind of sweet for me. But yes, and I absolutely adore these lovely sketches. And tonight I decided we're going to make one with the panda. So I'm just going to move this paper aside for just a minute. And we are going to use the Stamparatus, because this is a very large stamp. And so bring it over here. The Stamparatus is definitely the best tool to not only get, if you want to do any repeat stamping, or if you want to have things lined up, but it is amazing for making sure that you've got a sharp, because you can keep stamping it as much as you need in order to get this beautiful dark image of the stamp that you want. So what did I do with my magnet? I only have one magnet here, but that should be okay. And well, actually, let's just see here. We only want, let's see if, wrong way. Wrong way. I'll just head on there. I forgot to show you what else I got inspired by. Last year, I participated in a swap, and we here on Vancouver Island, with a bunch of us demonstrators, and this was the card that I received, and it was made by Miran, and who is also here on Vancouver Island, and I just loved her card. And it's not a fun fold, but just interesting how she's done her shapes. So here is where we're going to put our designer paper, and we're going to decide, and I'm going to get you to help me decide whether we will cover the whole background or we will just put a little piece in there. So let us stamp this image here first, and I'm going to use the black Memento ink. So we're going to flip that over, and it's going to be kind of hard. There we go. You can see the ink. So this is the beauty, that even when you start inking it and you go down onto your paper, if it is not dark enough, that's the beautiful thing, is you can go back again. And I'm just using a white eraser. This is a cheap one. I think I got this at the dollar store for a few bucks. But it just helps to put even pressure on your Stamparatus. And you can see I've missed a big area. So let's have another look. I press down a little harder. And this is the beauty. If you stamp that, then that's what you would get, is just what we saw before. I'm thinking maybe a little bit more in that one little corner. So we are going to just put a little more ink and maybe just that part around the tree. And just do a little bit more. And lift it up. There. Lovely. Oh, Vicky's there too. Hello, Vicky. Glad you all could join us. So here we have this adorable panda bear. And I'm going to put the Stamparatus down for a minute. And now the other thing we want to do, just so that we're going to be all ready, is we're going to stamp our other images. So I have on a ring, so that I have all the straight and then all the scalloped ones are on the other ring. And I find it so easy to find the size you want and pull out the size that you need. So that's a little tip that I do with that. And then we have a piece of black paper, which we are going to do what she did here, because I think that will look lovely with the foil, and we will white emboss it here. Leanne, hello there. All right. And so here we go. What we're going to do is, the other stamp set that I'm using is actually In the Moment. And you can see this is what she had used. And I think that fits really well because he looks very relaxed. So we're going to take this stamp, and then let me reach over here for a block. All right. Now, we are only going to stamp the word relax on the black paper, but we are going to stamp, and you can see, I'll put this in here. She just had it at the top. You remember Miran? Hello there. We have some other visitors, this time from YouTube. I'm so glad you could join us. That's awesome. And where are you from, Eve? And because I know that we have Gail from England. So that's just great. We're getting some new people joining us. So what we're going to do, you can put a piece over here. I'm actually just going to put this on the edge. See if I can see. Doesn't even look like it's going on there. How did I get black ink already on my fingers? Do you do that too? Oh boy, I'm not usually that messy, but I seem to always get ink on my fingers. All right, so now this is a circle, and the nice thing is that it is not too hard to, no, but I'm going to have to put a Post-it note. Or, no, actually, maybe I don't. Where's that black piece I had hiding under here? We won't notice because look, it's going to go right under there. All right, so now we need Versamark. So here is our Versamark, and I've got the buddy, and it's always a good idea, of course, to use the buddy to make sure that we don't have any static on there. And so now we need to clean up. And did I remember to bring? No, I didn't. I left it by the sink. Oh well, we've got some wipes here we'll use. I don't really like to use wipes because of the fact that it leaves some kind of fluff that goes on there, but emergencies work. All right, so now we're going to do, because we did put the on there, we're going to now put our mark on our relax. That looks good, and it doesn't look like it's on any other part. And I'm going to kind of put it not quite in the middle. All right. Now I have, whoops, good thing that wasn't open. There goes my embossing powder, but the lid is on. We're all good. So we do have this lovely tray, but I find that when I do my classes, I do so much with my powders that it's just a lot easier to have them in a separate container. So we're just going to that tap, and then there we have it. And yes, just as dropped it, let's just make sure we got the lid on there. And now we're going to put our embossing. I'm just going to make sure that's plugged in. Oh, something's not turned on. There we go. We got it. I'm a little disorientated because I did some reorganizing in my craft room, and to find that too, it takes you some time to figure out where you put things now. I know it's going to be a lot more efficient and great, but it is a little bit of time to adjust. So, oh, it's Yvonne from Mexico. I'm sure you're enjoying your beautiful warm weather and time away from actually, we haven't had too bad of weather lately. So we've been pretty fortunate, although we did get rain today. All right. You like your new setup? Thank you, Yvonne. I do too, because now we're all in one big room when we come to craft, and I'm very excited about that. We did that for club. We all sat around one table, and it just felt so good to to be able to see everybody and talk to everybody. So yes, I'm very, very pumped and excited to have you come in person and check things out. Okay, so we're just going to flag this one a little bit. There we go. So now we got that ready. So we're just getting all our stamping done. All right, so now here is the next question. We are going to take our card base, which I have just the basic white. And what did I do with my paper? You know what? I was being too efficient. I put it away. I thought I had an extra paper. Oh boy. So I should mention that paper that I was showing you, which is this beautiful animal tracking paper, it actually comes in 12 by 12 size. So I just cut it down so it was easier for you to see. So there we go. That would be the full piece. And what we're going to do, just so we can see exactly how this is going to look, let's put some adhesive on the back of our panda bear, because I am going to put him down on black, and I'm not going to paw anyway. We are just going to put him down. So let's do that. And if you noticed, if you have trouble that it doesn't want to come, if you use your silicone mat, it always helps to be able to have it. As you can see, it went off. I don't know if you can see it there. It went off a little bit on the silicone mat, and that's the beauty. You can wipe it off later, but that way, at least then it will keep rolling and it will be a lot easier to see. Okay, so this is where we can now kind of see what we want to do here. We're going to also put some adhesive on the back here. So I'm going to need your help in knowing, should we put the whole piece of this animal paper, or should we put just a piece of it? So here, Miran put a small piece, and here we have a bigger piece. Should we keep the bigger piece on there? Because we can still angle it. I'm just thinking here, if we go this way and we put it like that, we could keep it all on there and we see more of the foil. Let me know what you think. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's Marilyn. Keep it all on there and we see more of the foil. Uh-oh. There we go. We don't need repeat. All right. So what do you think? Anybody have an idea what to do? Should we put the whole? What do you think? These are the two options. I think, we can keep it full. I think we might do that. So I think what we're going to do, well, I'll just give you another minute to say what you think. I'm going to put this on the bottom. Oopsie. I put it on the wrong side. Got to put it on the top. Anybody have any ideas? Okay. Well, then I will just put it on there. Now, the other thing, I leave the paper on. Yeah, I think so too. And it would have looked good if I had, well, no, then it might interfere here with this. We could put a black frame around it too, but I think for now we're just going to keep it like this. And so we're going to put our adhesive on our paper. This is on the back side of this one, which does not look as fancy, of course, as the foil. So there we go. Now we have this, and we're going to put that. Oh boy, is it shiny, shiny? Kind of glowing on this side. It's beautiful. All right. So then now we're going to pop this up. Now, when we pop this one up, make sure that we're going to do not just this square, because the square, let's see if you're on screen. Yeah, we have it here. Make sure that you get some going in the middle as well. But make sure that we also get some over here because we extended it. So make sure we have those covered as well. Okay, so, oops, those are all shiny, so we know those are already done. We'll take those off. There we go. All right, so now we're going to take our cute little panda who's relaxing, and we're going to put him maybe like that. I think that might work. Now, she did put a piece of ribbon. You don't really see it. So, oopsie, something's not straight. What do I have here? This is not straight. It's hard when you got the camera going one way. Nope, it's still not. When I do it this way, it's still a little crooked. Let's fix it now. It's still, oh boy. There we go. All right. So now she used the matte dots, and I thought that would look very well. I've got one more card I also want to show you that I have made with this beautiful paper. But let's just finish this one up. We're going to take a matte dot and we'll put one over here, and we'll put one on here and one over in this corner. There we go. Now, she did use this ribbon, and I guess we could do that, but I don't think it's going to be necessary because this is lighter as well. Although, we could maybe stick this underneath. I don't think we're going to worry about it. I think it looks just nice like that. So, there's our panda card. All the paper on. Thanks, Gail. Perfect. And Yvonne. So there's those two cards. So you can see how even the other animals, like if you did the cute little koala, he would look adorable on there. And I was trying to think with the gold, which animal. I didn't have as much luck as I did in thinking for the silver. Maybe because I'm such a silver lover. I don't know. But what I did think of is using the elephant parade stamp set and dies. You like that? All right. So what do you think of this fun one I did with the beautiful kind of zebra looking paper? And I made that into a fun, whimsical little card with the cute little mouse and the elephant. So there we have lots of different ideas that we can do using that paper. And I would love to see if you have any ideas in using the gold, because I was thinking, well, elephants are gray, so that's why I went with the silver, and panda bears are black. So I'm curious if anybody has any ideas as to what they would use with the gold one specifically to animals. Of course, we could use it for all kinds of beautiful cards. It doesn't have to be animals, but anyway, just lovely to get ideas and get inspired by everyone else. So there are our 2 cards tonight, and I hope you enjoyed that and seeing a little sneak peek, of course, of one of the new things that's in the catalog. And of course, behind me is my, let's see if I can go there. I don't know if you can see a little bit of it. There's going the wrong way. There's a bit starting over on this side here of the beautiful By the Bay. And yeah, pretty soon in a few weeks, I'm going to be doing a drop-in, and you can come and take a peek at what I have. So thank you for joining me. And any questions, respond to me by madelinescraftroom.net. And thanks for joining me tonight. Bye for now. Oops.